Day 6. Yes men. Do you know what a yes man is? He or she tells a superior whatever the boss wants to hear, even if it isn't the truth. They always agree with their boss, no matter if it's right or not. In today's lesson, King Ahab is surrounded by 400 prophets who are his yes men. Yesterday we learned that Jehoshaphat and Ahab had agreed to join forces to attack the king of Aram. But before they start heading out to fight, Jehoshaphat tells Ahab, "First seek the counsel of the Lord." B4. Could it be that Jehoshaphat's spirit was pricked for a second when he realized he hadn't checked in with God on if they should go to war? Maybe he's thinking it wasn't such a great idea to ally himself with Ahab without consulting God. We'll see. Ahab brings all his yes men, but Jehoshaphat realizes none of these guys are true prophets of the Lord. Maybe he sensed the men were telling Ahab only what he wanted to hear. So, Jehoshaphat poses the question, is there not a prophet of the Lord here whom we can inquire of? B6. Ahab whines that there is a prophet of the Lord named Micaiah, but I hate him because he never prophesies anything good about me, but always bad. B7. Meanwhile, the false prophets lie to Ahab saying he will be victorious against the Arameans. One prophet named Zedekiah even brings out iron horns and says they'll gore the Arameans until they are destroyed. Talk about putting on a show for the kings. Remember, these guys aren't true prophets of God, so they have no clue what will happen in the future. They are lying to Ahab and Jehoshaphat. A messenger goes to get Micaiah and tells him all the other prophets are predicting success for the king's upcoming battle, so Micaiah should do the same. But Micaiah says, "As surely as the Lord lives, I can tell him only what my God says." B13. We will pick up where we left off with the rest of the story tomorrow, but we can learn a thing or two from each of these key players. Jehoshaphat inquired of God this time about the situation. Ahab relied on the counsel of yes men instead of the Lord. Micaiah not willing to lie for game. Questions. 1. Have you ever had to tell a boss something they didn't want to hear? How did you handle it? 2. Why do you think Jehoshaphat made this evil king inquire of God? 3. In this situation, what do you think you would have done?
And Ahab king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat king of Judah, Wilt thou go with me to Ramoth-Gilead? And he answered him, I am as thou art, and my people as thy people, and we will be with thee in the war. And Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Israel, Inquire, I pray thee, at the word of the Lord today. Therefore the king of Israel gathered together of prophets 400 men, and said unto them, Shall we go to Ramoth-Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And they said, Go up, for God will deliver it into the king's hand. But Jehoshaphat said, Is there not here a prophet of the Lord besides, that we might inquire of him? And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, There is yet one man by whom we may inquire of the Lord, but I hate him. For he never prophesied good unto me, but always evil, the same as Micaiah the son of Imlah. And Jehoshaphat said, Let not the king say so. And the king of Israel called for one of his officers, and said, Fetch quickly Micaiah the son of Imlah. And the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat king of Judah sat either of them on his throne, clothed in their robes, and they sat in a void place at the entering in of the gate of Samaria, and all the prophets prophesied before them. And Zedekiah the son of Chenaanah had made him horns of iron, and said, Thus saith the Lord, With these thou shalt push Syria until they be consumed. And all the prophets prophesied so, saying, Go up to Ramoth-Gilead, and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And the messenger that went to call Micaiah spake to him, saying, Behold, the words of the prophets declare good to the king with one assent. Let thy word, therefore, I pray thee, be like one of theirs, and speak thou good. And Micaiah said, As the Lord liveth, even what my God saith, that will I speak.